Composing reality. So, my delicious, dysfunctional little creatures, you have survived long enough to arrive here and have learned something new. I suppose that deserves a little praise, but just a little one. Don't let it go to your heads. So far, we have covered how your attention is your first step to power, how you need to see yourself and reality, and then you practice walking through the dream. And now it's time to get to the real magic, composing reality. But first, let's cover what we learned in the last lesson, because you all have memories of little snails. In the last lesson, I taught you how to track attention, to notice when something happens and wake up, to catch yourself before you act and wake up again, to build the habit of returning to center. If you do this, you develop the first superpower, control over your attention, and with that, your life begins to shift into power. But make no mistake, this does not give you the right to strut around like luminous little peacocks. Remember, before entering the dream, you should be well disposed to others, otherwise you will be punished. A superior, arrogant, disdainful, insolent, pompous, stuck-up, finicky, smart aleck know-it-all will get a clip around the ear. Not from me, but from reality. Don't expect such an honored privilege from me. Remember, no arrogance, no superiority. Pretend to sleep among the sleepers. Do not flash your lucidity like a badge. You are not a god. At least, not yet. Keep your light close to the chest. You're still my little slugs in training. Now listen closely. At our first meeting, I said something quite strange. Reality is what has never been and never will be and only exists in the here and now. That wasn't poetry, it was mechanics. Reality, true living reality, exists only as a single frame, a moment of light sliding forward on a film roll. Everything else is archive. The past, the future, the what ifs, they are data, information, virtual structure. And the structure is stored, like reels in a vault. This is where clairvoyants tap into. This is where visions come from. It's not mysticism, it's access. You can't touch the past, but it's there. You can't step into the future, but it's already formed. All of it exists, just not here, not now. In this moment, only this frame is real. That's where your body lives. That's where your awareness lands. But your soul can move between reels. Dream space is not fantasy, it is architecture. It is a layered structure of possibility. A single film archive that spans both your night dreams and your waking world. Whether you see it in sleep or while walking through a city, you are peeking into the same vault. What you witness in a dream can happen in waking life. What you experience in life might echo a dream, because dream space is not separate from waking reality. They are both nested in the same dream field, the same film roll, and the difference is where your attention is and how lucid you are while inside the frame. Here's the twist, my little darlings. Most of you try to change reality within the current frame. You struggle, you react, you chase problems inside the already projected scene. But the current frame is already printed. It's already happened. You cannot shift reality by fiddling inside what already is. And yet, that's exactly what most people do. They fight the moment, argue with it, try to fix what has already been rendered. It's not just insufficient, it is insane. If the actual now is just the briefest flicker of light and your attention is stuck inside that flicker, then you are always behind. Trying to change your life from inside the current frame is like trying to rearrange a movie you are already watching. You can't. What can you do? You can compose the next frame. You don't argue with what is, you choose what comes next. To compose reality means you, 1. Select the film roll. 2. Determine the trajectory. And 3. Shape the next scene before it manifests. You do this with attention, intention, and with signal. But most of you don't. You operate inside the current frame like it's the only real thing. You act from reaction. You try to shift circumstances after they've taken form. And then you wonder why it feels so hard. You don't create from presence, you flail from inertia. You don't compose, you cope. Enough! You must begin composing ahead of the current frame. You must shift from passive viewer to active director, frame by frame, signal by signal. This is not delusion. This is mechanics. And you, if you are willing, are here to master it. So, my sweet sleepy butterflies, this is your new work. Not just to walk through the dream, not just to wake up inside the scene, but to reach forward with awareness and begin choosing what comes next. Reality is a film and you hold the reel. Compose it, breathe it, direct it, and in the next lesson, I will show you how. It's exhausting being with you, but let's continue.